Developments after the violent Easter weekend we saw over in Port Arthur. Right now, police are investigating two shootings. One woman was shot in her home Sunday morning, and later that evening, another woman was shot by a man at the Avery Trace apartments. Police say an argument on social media led to that first shooting, and then a mixture of alcohol and guns led to the second shooting. 12 News reporter Kayla Chote spent the day in Port Arthur. And Kayla, you have an update tonight from Police Chief Tim Duraso.
That's right, Brenda. It was a busy holiday weekend for Port Arthur police. Thankfully, no one was killed, but police say there's some lessons to learn. First, not to let problems spill over from social media, and the second, not to mix alcohol with weapons.
Well, we are looking for a couple of suspects that actually went to this location.
The first shooting happened on 4th Street around 11:30 on Easter Sunday morning.
And created a disturbance. And during the disturbance, one of the subjects pulled out a gun and started shooting.
Port Arthur police say a group of people pulled up to a woman's home after an argument on social media.
If you see something on social media, ignore it. Don't try to act on everything that you see, because people are going to get on social media, and once they get behind that keyboard, I call people as such keyboard gangsters.
Then a fight broke out. Shots were fired and a woman was hit.
So it was somewhere in the lower portion of her body she was hit, and she was transported to the hospital and later released after treatment.
Police are still looking for at least 2 men in connection with the shooting. Then hours later,
Easter Sunday, about 5 o'clock, we were dispatched to Avery Trace apartments in reference to a shooting that had occurred over there.
Another woman was shot. Port Arthur police tells 12 News a group of people were hanging out and drinking when an argument started, and
someone decided they wanted to pull a weapon and started shooting, endangering other people that actually live in that complex. Weapons and alcohol do not go together. They should never be together.
Police are still looking for the shooter, and they have extra resources to help.
Not having to make a bunch of calls over there.
New management at the apartment complex recently installed 100 surveillance cameras and a license plate reader to help deter crime.
Because people are well aware of all the cameras that are watching them now.
Police and one resident who didn't want to be identified say it seems to be working.
Well, it was worse back then before this, because when we first moved here, there was a lot of shootings out here, but it kind of like calmed down. So
both women had non-life-threatening injuries and are expected to recover. If you know anything about these shootings, contact Port Arthur Police. In studio, Kayla Chote, 12 News.